What is going on, guys? OP here, and we're going to get into another boss fight in the spider nest castle, and I hate spiders. This boss fight is not that hard. It can get a little overwhelming, but I'm using my magic, so we're cheating just a little bit. But if you get low on ki, you get low on stamina, and you start getting stuck on the spider webs in the floor, you can run into a bad time really quick. And also, if you spend too much time in front of her, she will snatch you up and bite you in a nasty fashion. But I'm using the sloth talesman, which is basically it's just so overpowered, it's ridiculous. And then I'm also using the weakness talesman that will bring down her defense, so that will knock down a whole lot of it. And I went with the dual swords for the speed. I just really like that setup. But if you have a really powerful axe or a really powerful spear that's got some good range on it, go with that. But you want to stay behind her and hit her in the back. She will protect herself like that. Just keep wailing away and stay away from the front of her. She can also have a pretty good side to side movement with those front legs when she swipes at you, so you just don't want to get caught with that. So make sure you're either rolling backwards or rolling around to the side of her, and just keep wailing away at the back of her. See, look at that range. She's got some ridiculous range. But if you get hit with that, try to roll on back so she doesn't hit you with that attack right there, because that will stop you in your tracks and it will weaken you and slow you down tremendously. So if you backed up into that and then into one of the spider webs, you're probably going to be done, because she's going to be on top of you and she's either going to pick you up and latch onto you, or she's going to hit you with that front leg attack and it's going to be over. And I know this isn't a perfect run or anything like that. Like, if you've watched my other boss battles, I don't worry about putting up no hit, no armor, bare hand fights and all that stuff. I don't do that, because I totally respect those videos and that's cool, the few that I've watched. But the thing about it is, a lot of those dudes that are doing them, I mean, they've played those boss fights 10 times, and they've leveled up really high and they're going back to fight them once they leveled up. I try to just upload ones that maybe it's my first or second try. I might have played around with it one or two times and then just turn around and did it right there again. So I don't think that's real helpful to people that are just starting out in the game or facing her for the first time or something like that, and maybe you're stuck and you needed some tips or some help, or you just wanted to see what the boss fight looked like before you went into it. If I was a level 110 and then I come back and fight her, I'm gonna just mow right through her. So I just try to upload ones that will kind of benefit more people, so to help the people out that are struggling, because that's when I would watch those videos. Is if I was having a tough time, then I would need some tips or something like that, or just see what it looks like, or maybe see what somebody else is doing that's different to help me win. But nothing but respect for those guys that are doing those. Those are some badass dudes that are being able to do the stuff barehanded and all that. I just don't play like that. So I'm just trying to help out more people and kind of show what I'm going through and stuff. Because I know the first times I was going through the Dark Souls games and stuff like that, it really helped to watch some of the boss battles beforehand, or if I went one or two times and got annihilated, then I would go back and watch something and try to see what somebody else is doing different. So, but anyway, moving on to her. Now, like I said, right here, I stayed too far in front of her and I got myself stuck in between those cobwebs too. I was lucky enough to be able to back out though, but as she gets lower in health, she's going to get a whole lot more aggressive, and she's going to start being on top of you more, and she's going to start spewing out more cobwebs. So just be ready to roll and don't linger. Don't go for big massive combos. Get in, get out. And see where she's got herself against that wall, you want to bring her back out because you want to be behind her. So as you're going around, don't paint yourself into a corner and try to go around the edge of those cobwebs. Now see, I did a poor job right there. I got stuck on her leg, but I was lucky enough not to get caught. And I don't use a whole lot of magic, but the magic that I do use is effective. Some of the boss battles, it will just pretty much walk through them. Some of them it will help you greatly, but I highly recommend upgrading your magic just a little bit, because it will help you the further you go in the game. But beating her unlocks the Hidden Teahouse, and this is a big deal at this point in the game. After we go to the starting point, you now see we have a new option, the Hidden Teahouse. And this is where we can trade glory points for rare items, or we can buy disguises, transform our character. We can see right here, you have all of these options that you can just buy with glory. Some of them are pretty neat, but these are the characters that you can transform into once you have enough glory unlocked. And then you can also buy these weapon enhancements, and you even have the possibility to gain an exotic weapon. And this is where the rest of the gestures are in the game. They're pretty expensive, especially when you get down here. But if you're going for the trophy for unlocking 40 gestures, you know, this could be very helpful if you wanted to spend glory to just go ahead and unlock a bunch. And this is where you pledge allegiance to the different factions for online clan battles, things like that. Pay attention to each one because they have unique rewards and bonuses, and just kind of fit your playstyle around whichever one you want to do. And they will make you gain more glory. If you have questions, you can bring up these menus and it will explain more of what's going on and what each thing does. I hope you guys got some helpful tips out of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. Peace.